What's up, boys and girls? Let's address the elephant in the room. You dig? Fucking address the elephant in the room. You got a guy. We're not even gonna name his name because he doesn't need no fucking shine, bro. He's a fucking loser. Uh, but this guy goes and talks online every single day. What does he talk about? Talks about the same exact shit every single time. You're not value to this woman and this and that. And he can't even get a girl. He literally thinks he's the reincarnation of Coach Eli. And we know exactly where that channel goes and falls under. But you have this guy who thinks he's the shit, who bought thousands of subscribers. Everybody knows that you can go on Instagram and buy subscribers. And guess what? You'll have 14,000. You'll have 14,000 people in the bot. And then guess what? You only have your core fan base that watches you. And for me, I rather have people actually interested in what I'm saying rather than there for a show that they're sadly like there for you to crash out, for you to say something stupid or talk gossip about somebody. And it's like, are we in high school, bro? Like, you're a 40-year-old man. You're almost 50 years old and you have not got it together. And you're on YouTube struggling and telling the world, "Oh, I sports bet and I lost this week, but I didn't lose that week. I can't pay my rent this week, but next week I can pay everything. I drive around a car that I don't even own and I can't afford to put insurance on." Like, how dumb do you have to be stuck in life that old? Your teeth all fucked up, like you chew on glass every day and shit. And you just complain online. You're like, I'm gonna change my channel for this and this. And then the next week you're back to the same old shit, bro. Like, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And I'm sorry, folks, but if you can't realize that, there is something wrong with you. Like, you are either slow, you need to go to a hospital. There is something seriously wrong. If you're 40 and you can't get your shit together and you're online gossiping and talking about your life and how you're gonna do this next week and then you're gonna do this next week, bro, you need help. You need a therapist. You need a psychiatrist. Your kids should not be looking up to you because you're a loser. You're not doing anything good with your life except repeating the same steps that you repeated last month or last week and expecting a different result. Now, I will admit that in this country, there is an epidemic of sports betting and gambling for young men. It is a serious problem. And people don't equate it. People don't know about it. It is a huge epidemic. And, you know, we all struggle with some kind of form of addiction, whether it's alcohol, whether it's food, whether it's with sports betting, whether it's, whatever it is, we all have something going on in the background. Now, but saying that, It's time to get help. You got to go get help. It's not going to fix itself. You can't just like say tomorrow I'm going to quit and then, you know, it's all over. No, it's not going to work like that. You got to go get the help. And especially for your mental health. You got to get off of YouTube. You got to fix yourself. You got to get the help. I am so glad that I am young, resilient, and that I got my shit together. Yes. Did I have problems in the past? Did I go through something? We all struggle with something. And not a lot of people put it on YouTube. Just be honest. But the fact that I put it on YouTube to record my struggle and then get better shows resilience, shows that I know how to direct my life towards a goal and get somewhere. So if you're stuck, make a goal. You don't have to do it on YouTube. You can do it right down in the notebook. What's up, Kay? Write it down in a notebook. Have a goal. Have a date. Structure your life on events. I'm going to get here by this time. I'm going to have this car by this time. I want an Audi by next year. You know, these are goals that you can slowly make a conscious effort to get there. But you have to start now. Like me, I was once struggling. Kay knows. He knows the struggle that I was going through, door dashing and thinking that DoorDash is going to save my life. It wasn't going to save my life. It was ruining my life. It caused me to go homeless because I followed a path of being thinking that all these gig tubers are making money online. They're not making money online. And if they are, they're making pennies on the dollar, which is okay. But at some point, you got to have goals. You got to set the tone for your life. Where do you want to be in the next 10 years? And that's going to dictate the rest of your life and how people perceive you. Yeah, DoorDash is a supplemental income. And even now, it's not even supplemental because of all the illegals and you know, and I hate to say it, you know, it's sad because they have ruined an industry that hardworking Americans thought that they could get a little extra income, pay a light bill, pay something off as supplemental income. And that now you can't even do that because they've driven the goalposts so down that you can't make a living. You can't even pay a light bill. It's not even feasible. They have driven the wages down so low that it is slave labor now. Slave labor. Think about that. These people are taking $1 tips. They're rolling around in rented cars. They're stealing people's information. It's not good. But I digress. Goals. You got to set the goals. Where do you want to be? You got to write down the goals, put them on a piece of paper. And I encourage everybody, you know, it's cool to share your goals, but put it down first. Get the goals done first. Get one goal done, then talk about it. You know, if you want to lose 50 pounds, you don't just say, I'm going to lose 50 pounds, lose the 50 pounds, and then you're a cool guy because you lost the 50 pounds. Now you have the right to talk about it. You have the right to be proud of yourself because you accomplished that goal. It's not about being a yes man. It's about doing things and then reflecting on it and saying, yeah, I fucking did that. I did that goal. I was here where I didn't want to be, but I persevered and now I'm here and this is the outcome. That's how you should be. That's how your mindset should be. Excuse me. Nobody wants to listen to somebody who says, I'm going to be a millionaire. And then 10 years down the line, they're still talking about being a millionaire, and there's no progress. There's no car, there's no house, there's nothing. That is the definition of insanity. Is talking about something all the time and then never seeing results. You look like a goofy. And then continuing that and telling people that I'm going to do this and then never getting it done. You look weak. You're not a strong man. You don't have follow through. You don't have drive. These are all things that you need to be successful in life, business, with women, anything like that. You need drive. You need perseverance. You need the confidence to go forward and know that you're going to do it, and then tell people later, oh, I did this. And this is how I did it. This is the roadmap on how I did it. A year ago today, I was in a shitty situation. But guess what? I had a lot of support. I had people telling me in my corner, bro, if you keep going down this path, you're bound to fail. You're bound to fall off. You're not going to make anybody proud. You're not doing life righteous. You're not living by God. You're not a godly man. You're not doing things right. And they say you need to change. And the first step was realizing that I had a problem. There was something wrong with me. I was not making the right steps in my life and goals and having dreams and aspirations. I was not doing those things. And when you start on that path, you start having a purpose. And that purpose, one of those purposes, I found God. And I go to church, and I'm proud of that. I was never a godly man, but having that in my corner is such a beautiful thing. Such a beautiful thing. Because I can talk to God and I can have this relationship with him, and it helps me and my goals to make myself better each day. And that's what you should strive to do. Now, I know I came on here bashing and saying stuff but we're just not going to talk about the elephant in the room. We're not. We're done with that. I'm not going to pay attention to people that don't know what the fuck they're doing in life and want to go online and talk and talk and talk and talk and never let anybody else have a voice. My channel is going to be nothing but positivity. I'm going to bring people up. I'm going to share my experiences, my goals, what I've crushed this week, what I've crushed in a year, and motivate you guys to actually get something done. It's not going to be, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this goal and I'm going to have a Mercedes next week. No, I'm going to tell you by my actions. When I have a Mercedes in the driveway, I'm going to have a fucking Mercedes in the driveway. That's how I'm going to run my life. And I'm not going to run off of comments and people saying that, this and that, and you're this. No, it doesn't matter, because I'm in control of my life and I dictate where I want it to go. That's how shit happens. That's how you know you're a man, when you actually follow through with what the fuck you're doing. Stop procrastinating. Stop waiting. You're going to lose some weight tomorrow. You're going to lose some weight for next year for your wife. Lose the fucking weight and then talk about it. Show your wife. Make your wife proud. None of this, I'm going to do this tomorrow. Most goals that people set on New Year's Eve, guess what? They last all of, I think it's 3 days, because people can't commit to serious situations. They can't commit to serious changes in their life, like going to the gym and following through with the constant repetitive, boring ass shit that you got to do to get there. But you got to start somewhere, and you got to keep on doing it. And it takes day by day, and you just keep going. And soon enough, 30 days makes a habit. And then you start fucking doing shit, and you feel proud about yourself. You feel proud that you're doing something to change your life. And in turn, that changes your whole trajectory of your life to make it better. So that's what I want out of the people, my subscribers, the people who are watching, is do something today that's going to change tomorrow. Become the person that you want to be. Don't just talk about it. Do that shit, then talk about it. Then tell everybody, I did this. This is why. This is how. Motivate people. Because there's a lot of people still struggling. A lot of people. And they need help. They don't know how to get it. They don't know where to look. But be that voice. Show them that you can fucking do something. That your life matters. All right. Let me read some comments because I know I've been just like going off. So go up. So let's see. Kay says, when I did Uber Eats, I only took $8 orders and above. Yeah, $2 a mile, man. $2-3 a mile. That's all you should be taking. But realistically, that's not even in the cards right now. They've driven it down so low that you can't make $8. You're not making $8. You'll be lucky if you make one of those a day. What's the elephant in the room, DTW? Let's talk about it, my boy. We kind of spoke on it earlier, but it's already it's in the sermon that I just spoke. It refers to individuals who are not getting anywhere and not doing the things that they should be doing, and then expecting a different result. The definition of insanity. And I feel bad for those people. I do. May God bless them with a better light and a better purpose tomorrow. Talk that talk, Joe. What up, Joe? Lucky Duck, salute. What up, homie DTW? Lucky Duck. Facts, Joe Money. Man's Time. TVL, long time no see, man. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're blessed. Hope the family's good. Now you spitting. Soon the homie DTW is going to be going over bridges like it ain't no thing. That's facts. It's still a fucking thing I got to get over, man. Slowly, man. Church, Lucky Duck, F. Scott Hall, The Small. Yeah, that guy's a weirdo. Guy is a weirdo, dude. So, but yeah, guys, I just want to get on here and get a little motivation. I'm on my day off right now. Let's see. I got off yesterday at 7 a.m. Took me 30 minutes to get home. Slept for till 3 or 4. So technically I only have one day off. But I mean, I can enjoy my night and stuff like that with the fam and stuff. And then today I get off, and then tomorrow I go back to work for the 40-hour rat race. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in good spirits, man. I'm really liking the new job. It's good. It's fun. I have great coworkers, great bosses, great mentors. People in my corner ready to listen. They ask for my feedback. They want to see this new takeover that we did to succeed, and so they're all ears. My boss texted me this morning. She said, "Is there any things that we can change, make this better? How can we make it more efficient?" I gave her my thoughts on it. She took it up to her husband. And now we're going to be implementing those things. So it's really exciting to be able to contribute to the business and make this business a great thing. It's not my business, but it's great to be able to contribute and have a say in what goes on. What are your thoughts on DJ getting fired from FedEx? I didn't know that. I do know through the grapevine, a certain person that might have did something, and he lives in a certain city, starts with a P. But yeah, that's all I'll say. DTW, would you consider taking a job with the Border Patrol? They are hiring everywhere. I would, and I wouldn't. The reason is because Border Patrol, there is a lot of training, and once you are certified for Border Patrol, you have to move next to the border. Now, would that be really a problem? Because I am very close to the border. I'm very close to El Paso, Texas. I think it'd be like maybe 2 or 3 hour drive. But that's a lot of time that I'd be spending in hotels, to then drive back to Albuquerque. So it's a hit or miss. You know, if I got paid enough, the bonus was strong enough, I might do it. But I don't know. You might need a criminal justice degree, which I'm not too sure. But they also do pay for that. So, come on, DJ, don't actually get fired. Wait, come on, come on, DJ didn't actually get fired, did he? No, I don't think. Last time I heard, I don't think he did. But I haven't been watching his lives. They doing like 5K hiring bonuses, my boy. Yeah, I mean, 5K is good. I mean, it's not the best, because I think ICE is doing the 10,000, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm keeping my options open. I like the company I'm with right now. But if I were to look for other jobs, it would be, probably law enforcement. Any other questions? I know I've been preaching and hooping, hollering. Check my other phone. Oh, I got a missed call. Shit. Hold up, guys. Who called me? Okay. Nobody important. Nobody important. You're not important. Dang, Ice, baby, Ice. Yes. Ice is, yeah, that's the other thing. Ice is like, I thought it was a good thing at the beginning of the Trump administration. And then they had to fill a quota for 10,000 people, and now they're just arresting everybody. So I'm kind of not in favor of it. I know they got to do their job and they have to answer to the boss and stuff like that, but realistically, they need to lower their their goals. And 10,000 people at this point, you're arresting everybody and then just hoping they stay in jail, and we can't be doing that, because there's really hardworking people that came to this country, that are even naturalized citizens and have the right to be here. And if we deport all the illegals, I mean, realistically, who's going to work on the farms, on our construction sites? I mean, shit, here we have hundreds of construction jobs that are being done in Albuquerque, and there's no construction force. So they're starting these jobs and then going job to job, trying to finish all these jobs in these construction zones. Ugh, that was a tongue twister. And they're not getting shit done. And so like it's crappy because makes the commute long for work, and everybody gets pissed off because they're all trying to get to work and they can't because there's construction everywhere, and it's a shit show. So, but all right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I just wanted that address that and give you guys some motivation on how to run your life. A lot of you guys are gonna watch this after the fact. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with me, so I appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll be doing lives more often. I just wanted to check in with y'all. Appreciate y'all time. Holler at me. Hit the like button on your way out. Peace. Have a blessed day.